thing's working, because there's a good chance it's not. Never works on the first time. But oh well. You know what? Oh well. Welcome to F11, ladies and gentlemen. It is just the best of the best, in my opinion. Right, what have I got here? What have I got to? Delete. Yeah, delete. We're not like upcoming. We're on right now. Can we go? Why? Oh god, this is just annoying. I hate it when it does this. Oh right, okay, lovely. Right, we're not upcoming. We're on the real thing. Hello and welcome to F11 on the PlayStation. I am your host, your commentator. Well done, F1 fella, for being first. Congratulations. Welcome. It's F11. It's round 6. We're at Imola. We got 18 minutes of qualifying. As per usual, you're going to have to ignore the hum. My room is absolutely baking, so I have had to put a fan on. Got no choice in that. Sorry. Just going to have to put up with it. The Mercedes is coming out first. That will be Mr. Nicholas Steinman. And then the Alfa Romeo, which could genuinely be two people. It's him. But no, we'll watch on board with the... I'm pretty sure he's German. Or he's Dutch. No, he's Dutch. We'll watch on board with him as he goes round for his first lap. So, last time out, we were at Monza. And, you know what? It wasn't too bad. The late safety car, which just caused a little bit of chaos. But then it sort of quietened down right at the end. But it was still a good race, nevertheless. And I'm hoping for a better one today. So, if we take a little look, I believe I can find the... Pretty certain there is a way of me checking the championship. I'm just going to have to find it because... PS standings, there we go. PSF11, there we go, lovely. Right, that was on the first. That is up to date, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's up to date. Right, so sorry, I'm completely not paying any attention, but everyone's on outlap still in the pits, so you know what, don't really matter. Nicholas Simon's beginning his lap. He's currently second in the championship. Not many, just 3 points off of the lead at the moment, who is GFO Tava. And then it is Evan Dalton, who is racing with us today in the Alpine. He's on his outlap, among with pretty much most people. Only 16 drivers today, so a bit of a quiet lobby, but oh well. In third is my name's Felix, who is on 30 points. So he's doing pretty well in the championship at the moment. Fizz. Got to get that sparkling water in. Always got to get that sparkling water in. Right, I need to change the title. Because for some reason, right... Right, lovely. So, Nicholas Steinman chose not to go with the lap, which means the Alfa Romeo is the first man to set a time on the board. It's a 1:16.4. So, a pretty decent start, I'd say. I'd say that's a pretty good start so far. Oh, that though. Evan Dalton now at the top. It's a 1:15.9 for the first lap of the Alpine. So he'll be pretty happy with that. Tava coming in, slapping it up. As per usual, he goes just just under 2/10 faster. So already a pretty big gap up at the top. Well, say pretty big. 2/10 is actually quite small, but for this league, that's a big old gap. We'll just wait. Most other people are either on outlaps or in the pits at the moment, so there's your sort of first set of times per se. With NLR Abdud down in P3, 3/10 back. Fortunately, you can't say the same for P4. He's all the way 7/10 back from the leader and also in the pit lane. After all, he was the first man to put a time on the board, so he's first in. Nicholas Diamond obviously decided to cancel his first lap. However, he is back out again, just heading up the hill. And there is Jamie in the Aston Martin. Should probably get rid of that. There we go, down into the last few corners. Let me take you on a little lap. Although this is probably a terrible idea. So, this is what you do. You've got a DRS, and it's only one DRS for the entire lap. Doesn't happen very often in F1, you know. Think Monaco. That's one of the only places, I think. I think there might be another, but I can't remember off the top of my head. You got the first chicane, which comes out with a little left-hand flick, as Jamie gets extremely wide there. Hasn't invalidated. Into the second chicane. Many of you will know that both of those chicanes never used to be there. This used to be turn 1. Well, actually, no, it technically used to be turn 2. However, that's not the case anymore. Either way, head up. It's quite a short braking zone before then running down the hill, and this is where you put your bravery to the test. Brake as late as possible to get it up the hill. Do not touch those sausage curbs because you will go flying. And into the chicane, where you can say the same for the inside curbs. They will absolutely send you. Don't get too wide on the exit, it loves to invalidate you. Hello, friend, nice commentary, thank you. Nice content. Either way, through the final two corners, there used to be a chicane here, not anymore. You now just go straight to the line, DRS wide open. As you come across the line, he says, 1.3 seconds off the pace because the TTL oh, and Nicholas Steinman has left the session. Oh, how peculiar. Either way, Tava has now got work to do because he's got to top that time. Your TCL. I think this happened last time as well. Yeah, your TTL. I know that probably stands for some sort of group of people. But I've got no chance of pronouncing that. I'm English, what are you expecting? Can't pronounce my own name. That's a joke. So, other flyers at the moment, I think, would be Mr... I don't know whether he's on an in-lap or not, though. He's not. He is going to come around. This is the end of his lap. He's going to come across. It's a slow flyer. So this will actually be his flyer lap. Probably something went wrong at some point. You can see he's used half of his ERS though, so this could be an interesting one to see how that goes. The Tava support, strong as ever, as it always is. That's never changing. That's always nice, strong support for Tava. No wonder he is top of the championship with all the love and support he gets. Shall watch the house. Now I must say, the cameras for Imola I think have to be some of the nicest cameras in the F1 game. I think sort of just I think the elevation really does make a difference for that. But at the same time, they are just absolutely wonderful. I'll put this shirt on backwards. Bet you didn't want to know that. Abdoud has gone to the top of the tables in the AlphaTauri with a very, very quick lap, a 1:15.5. That really sets the tempo going into the second half of this qualifying. We are now well and truly in the second half of this qualifying. However, with Nicholas Steinman joining again, that might give us another runner at the front. At the moment, top four separated by less than 0.3 of a second. Top three separated by only 0.2. In fact, not even that. So he'll be on his in-lap, but Mr. Tarver will be on his flyer. So let's pull up telemetry, because we love... No, we don't want telemetry, we want lap data, so that's what we want. So Tarver is up on his time, and he's up on his time significantly. He's going to come across the line, and he does put it on pole with style and with a lot of pace. 1.5 tenths faster than anyone else at the moment. 1:15.4 for Mr. Tarver. It is a very, very strong start for him. Let's check out the rest of the board. We got an flyer from... No, that's a pretty slow lap actually. 7 tenths down. There's Ethan coming across. Nope, he's invalidated, so that's not a lap for him. Khan has just started a lap in the Scuderia. Black's just leaving, nope, just entering the pit lane. Evo 7 Chris out on track at the moment, just running through sector 1, full pelt. And Nicholas Steinman on his out lap. So we'll have to wait and see what he can do over the course of his first full flyer. Pardon me. Oh, yeah, you'll be glad I muted that. That was horrible. More Tarver support. You know what? This guy gets so much love. At this point, you kind of have to expect him to win. Because if he's getting all of this love and support and he still doesn't win it, then what's going on? You know, that's just kind of what you got to think. Round the first sector he goes. No time delta because it's his first lap. Across the line he Steinman, half a second off the pace with a solid 10% ERS in the bank. I don't think he's really going to be able to pull a time out of this, but he seems like he's still pushing. Like, yeah, he is still pushing. Like, he is not messing around to get back in the pit lane. He's only a little bit over his time. How odd. So pretty much everyone else is in the pit lane other than P4 here. Mr. Georgius, who was doing actually pretty decently last race. He did impress me actually. He impressed me quite a fair bit. Thought he did pretty well. And in he comes to the pit lane. Right, all of the top 5 currently in the pit lane. In fact, all the top 7 part P6 are in the pit lane. But what on earth was that? I thought I just heard someone say going down. But Mr. Evan Dalton is leaving the pit lane. He's, I think, the first of the front runners to go out. Off he goes. Fresh set of softs. Unsurprisingly. He's got quite the time to catch up though. He's got to try and make 4/10 of a second here. In fact, 5/10 if he wants to be in provisional pole. Just letting the Alfa Romeo pass. Nicely done. Good opportunity to let him pass. Well, yeah, fair play to him. Back under green flag conditions, that did cause a little yellow flag, but you know what, we're all good. Mr. Tarver is also out now, and that looks to me like Mr. Evil 7 Chris is just in front of oh no, it's not, my eyes are really deceived. What is going on? Oh, it's because he can't come on. Jesus Christ, come on. So Georgius also out. Steinman also out, but it's not looking to be his race at the moment. He's pretty much fighting Adagashi. And that's Ethan, retired. Where just out of, I'd say technically turn 3, but I don't know whether that little kink to the left is considered a turn. Either way, Mr. Evan Dalton has started. He might have to avoid him here. Let's see how it goes. Nope, his car has been deleted off of track. So, comes through the first couple of turns. That was a pretty decent start. Ecos Blacks also retires. He retires in the pit lane. I think so. Anyway, he might be retiring just on the side there. There's a Mercedes. That'll be Mr. Steinman letting it through. And oh, that was a big waggle from the Alpine. And I don't think we might just make it round in time, you know. If he cuts some corners and hurries up, he can still make it round. Well, we'll watch on board for Mr. Tarver, who has so far set the fastest sector 1. Running through, he's not got a whole lot of traffic in front of him. He's got a Williams quite a way up the road. Georgius also started his lap. Now we've got 25 seconds to go. Abdud has also started his lap. It's now even faster for Tarver. He's just under 2/10 up on his time. Let's see, running down the hill. One of my favourite cameras in the game. Hard braking into the 2 left-handers. It's just a slight lift. Let's see how he can do it. It's a 1:15.408 before that. What's it going to be? That's time up. It's a 1:15.3. Bringing it down, not by a lot, but that just widens the gap for anybody else to improve. Abdud not very high up on his time. He's looking almost impossible for him to get pole position now. Watch Georgius. Georgius is going slow. That's his lap over. He's not continuing with the lap. What's Mr. Steinman doing? Mr. Steinman is up on his time, but it's not an awful lot. He absolutely soars past Mercedes. That seemed quite nerve-wracking to do. He might snap P3 if he's lucky. Traxman Zozo did get out onto another lap. Evan Dalton is also going faster. Steinman moves up to P2, absolutely flying through the third sector. He got 0.3 of a second there. Abdud doesn't manage to improve his time, so he'll stay in P3, and that is TTL going slowly right to the very end. So his lap is invalidated. Georgius has come into the pits. What's Evan Dalton going to do? Can he get himself up higher? He does. He moves up to P4. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, that is about it. It is Mr. Tarver on pole position for Red Bull here at Imola. And Mr. Steinman, who wasn't having the best of qualifying after not being in it for half of it, has come on, and his last lap pulled 5/10 faster than his first one and has gone P2. It is massive confidence from Tarver's fans here, sort of just saying they're here to watch him win. Just to celebrate his win. So let's see if that one comes true. But he's in a decent position. He's on pole position, but he has got championship teammate Mr. Steinman behind him. Abdul in P3 and Evan Dalton in P4. TTL P5, Georgius P6, Trust P7, Adagashi P8, Real Pordy P9, Ethan Lesser P10, Dukin & Co P11. I'm not going to be able to finish this, so there's the rest of the order. That's one of the first times I've ever failed at that, but I was going really, really slowly. And can any of you hear the random man talking every now and then? He's definitely part of the F1 game, surely. Because he doesn't sound like a normal person. He does sound very much like a, hi, I'm here to do voice acting, you know? It's really weirding me out because I'm trying to say something and this guy just butts in with half a word. Alrighty, 30 seconds to lights out, and this time it's lights out immediately. I'm going to remember it this time. I've remembered it. No formation lap, because that's what I thought last week and I was horribly wrong. So I was just kind of casually chatting about who's on where, tyre strategy might be, and then all of a sudden I see they're tossing into turn one. I'm like, oh my god. It's somewhere on PSGL YouTube channel. So we go to 5 red lights here in Italy, very close to San Marino, but it's not technically. We are away, and it is quite a decent start for Mr. Steinman. He's going to pull side by side with the Red Bull. Let's see how they go into turn one. I don't want to see who's right at the back of the grid. I want to see this fight. It's Tarver that leads, and massive spins for big cars there. Lots of people with a lot of damage straight out of there, but it's Nicholas Steinman right on the back, still here of Tarver. But that is a lot of people in the mud for this race. Abdul Transmazozo, Giorgio. I mean, Sander Jane has joined for the race as well. So he's right at the back as well. And whoa, that was an absolutely mental start. Pretty much most important people sort of high up at the grid there were well and truly wiped out. Evan Dalton is in P3 with TTL in P4, and let's just have a little look at position changes, shall we? It's a -9 drop for Giorgio, a -13 drop for Abud, and a -10 drop for Mazzozo. Big wins from that though. Evil 7 Chris has managed to get himself up into P9, and Jamie has gotten himself up to P6, so it was an absolutely great start for them. 15 cars at least crashed. I think that was probably I think most people have damage other than sort of the front runners. So it'll be interesting to see who dives into the pit lane for some repairs, because surely some people have got some repairs. There we go, there's our first one into the pits. There's another and another and another and another. So big, lots of people having to pit after the first time round. We are though green rag racing again. The VSC didn't last very long. Tarver once again going to be put under pressure by a little bit of a race pace merchant. It was an absolutely mental start. And over the first hill we go. Still lots of people in the pit lane. Not many people have left yet. They're still just filtering out right at the back there. That's unfortunate for a lot of people. Massive changes in positions. However, I think a couple of them have managed. Yeah, Truck Zozo now up to P12 because whilst spinning around, I don't think he picked up much damage. And Mr. Jamie has gotten through past the McLaren Real Porty, who goes breaks extremely late into that corner and loses a fair bit of time because of that. However, Jamie did have a bit of a slip and slide through that corner. He might be under a bit of pressure here. But no, I think he's just going to manage to hold it off. And it's really strange. It's very split, but quite close racing at the same time. So we've got Tava and Steinman at the front, and then we've got a second gap. But then Dalton and TTL are also sort of 3 tenths between each other. So it's quite difficult as to decide who to watch on because they're all so close. But that is a great little first sector for TTL. He's gone fastest through sector 1 on lap 3. And Aboud back into the pit lane. I think that's his second stop. Or is that? I'm not sure. I don't know whether it counts it yet or not. But he is in the pit lane. So, I wonder why. Either way, I think we might see a little bit move at the front here. Because we've got just half a second between Tava and Nicholas Steinman going on to the DRS straight, somewhere where it's a really probably the main opportunity to get an overtake done if you need to. TTL does actually pick up the fastest lap of the race so far, a 1:19.3 for the Williams. However, I think lots of ERS was used there by Tava to keep himself in front. However, it's a terrible corner exit, and he had a little look, didn't he? But he's going to be right on the back of that Red Bull through the chicane. He might lose a fair bit of time because of that. He isn't going to try and make a move. Surprisingly, he was very close, and I thought he was going to take a little lunge into the left-hander, but at the same time, that's an extremely dangerous place to overtake. Who do I think is going to win? Well, right now, you know, I'm going to make a bold prediction and say that it's not going to be Tava or Steinman, because I think if they keep... They're so close to one another, and after that little incident, I thought, that's close. But fair play to Steinman. You know, goes TTL, sorry. He's just... I think he just ran a little bit wide and had to slow down to avoid getting a penalty. I think, you know, if, towards the end of the race, if they start getting a little bit impatient and start getting a little bit more reckless, they could quite easily wipe each other out here if they keep racing like that. It's great racing, but it's very close to turning very bad very quickly. You know, so I'm going to say a bold prediction and say neither Steinman or Tava are going to win. However, Nicholas once again looking to make a move, can't quite get the speed. He has had a better exit through the chicane though. He's going to have to go around the outside though, forced out by the Red Bull. You can get a little bit of a switch back, and oh no, there goes Evan Dalton. That is a shame for him. He was running in such a good position as well, keeping up with the front two runners nicely. As Nicholas Steinman, you saw, just had to back off a little bit there because of penalty reasons, just preventing the penalty. Alrighty, so what other close? We got some very close racing in the midfield. In fact, really close. Is he going to... The Haas, I think, is going to have to dip to the inside if he's going to try and want to get past. Cannot do so. Hanging right on the back of that McLaren through the chicane. DRS wide open, but the McLaren's also got it. We got a yellow flag here. Why is that? Who stopped on track? That is a... AlphaTauri stopped on track, apparently. I'm not sure what AlphaTauri that is. It's a AlphaTauri. It's an AlphaTauri that I can't select. So that must be just a little bit of a glitch. I think, yeah, he has said Sector 1 up there for ages. Oh, he's gone now. It's now in Sector 2. He's going slowly in Sector... So someone's gone off in Sector 2, surely. Oh, it's a Haas. Oh, no. He was the one that was running really close. Oh, poor fella, he's spun it round. Oh, that's a shame. So that is not a safety car or anything. That is just a yellow flag. Get himself back round again. Bold predictions, very bold. I've got to say the same as my real F1 predictions. So what your prediction every week is Max Verstappen will lose, and then it doesn't happen every week because that man is on a rampage right now. You cannot say otherwise. No, Jarno. No, this is PlayStation, not PC. This is also F11 and not F1. This is not Jarno's league. There's not just one league on PSGL. There's like a lot more. The AlphaTauri is going to snick it round the outside there. Blacks with a lovely little swing round the outside. Once again, well, of course you're going to say that Tarver's going to finish on top because that's what you say every week. We like to believe and wish. Of course. You know what, right? We can pretend that Nicholas Steinman is Jarno because they're both Dutch and they're both racing Mercedes. That's enough for me. Nicholas Steinman is undercover Jarno. Right, no, basically, right, the PC League has ended for this season. So it's going to be like a month before you see him on here again. Best place, look at F1 Esports because that's what they're all training for now. The PC League ended because F1 Esports started and they're two different versions of the game. It's really annoying. It's all technical blibbity blabbity stuff. I talked about it last week and I tried to make people understand, but yeah. More moves at the back, in the middle. But I really need to stop coming off of the mid-pack because it's where everything happens. McLaren's going to try and swing around the outside of the Alpine here. Ridiculous place to try and make a move. It's one of the fastest corners on the... No, the fastest corner, surely. Who cares for Jarno when we have Tarver here? Fair enough, man. What could Tarver be? He could be... I don't actually know many of them. He could be... Who's Red Bull's? Kiefer. He can be Marcel Kiefer. Got no idea whether he's German or not, but there we go. I don't know who the other one is. Frederick Ramsson, isn't it? Oh, there goes an AlphaTauri. Who's that? That's Blacks, who's once again spun it as per usual. Oh no. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And oh, he's going to do massive defending on the Alpine here, trying to keep his position. He might lose two though. The Aston Martin essentially just pushing him along. He's going to have to... He's staying in a normal position. The Aston Martin is going to sneak it up the inside. A fair bit of contact, but you know what? Oh well. The F11 Freddy. There we go. Oh, Lewis win. I couldn't see Lewis winning. Even when he was on top, I knew that something was going to happen to prevent it, because it always does. Which I don't really mind, to be honest. I'm not... Like, he's a great driver, don't get me wrong. One of the best ever, undoubtedly. Just don't like him as a person. I don't know why, just... Yeah, something about him. I need to put my laptop on charge, because it's about to die, and that's what I'm reading all your comments on. I'm begging something of this front fight to happen because they're so close to one another. It's been 9 laps and nothing's happened other than was it Trustmatzozo? Yeah, it was. Him spinning. That's the only thing that's happened at the front. Nicholas Steinman and Tarver haven't been a second away from each other. TTL was pitted. That's something. Whoa! Yes. Thank God for that. TTL was pitted. He's the first of the three to do so. What's he going to go for? Why do I want to look at a front jack? I want to look at him. Oh, he's having to fit a new front wing. Oh, no. And a fresh set of hards. So off he goes. Nicholas Steinman is like a tenth away constantly. Look how close he is. Please make a move, I beg. Just dive one down the inside. Let's have some excitement. Can't believe I'm getting this excited over a pit stop. We'll watch with Evil 7 Chris, because him and Trust Matt Zozo, whilst 15 seconds down from Tava and Steinman, who are nothing short of absolutely running away with this. I feel like my prediction is getting less and less likely by the lap. And that was I think that was a little corner cut from Trust Matt Zozo there, but I don't think it was intentionally. Other than that, it's one of the weird ones where it's really close. Oh, there goes a McLaren. I was about to say, yeah, if he doesn't get past it, oh, you're joking. You're joking. And it's a safety car. What? How do I miss it? Every time. Oh my, honestly. Oh, honestly, and everyone's pitting. Everyone is pitting for the free pit stop. So this, all of a sudden, my bold prediction is actually beginning to unbold it, you know, because they missed the pit stop before the safety car came out. Who I've got no idea who's it come out for, or why it has come out, but it has come out. However, all of these people missed it. Nicholas, Tava, Blacks. Oh no, I think no, Blacks didn't miss it. No, it's literally just Nicholas and Tava. These boys have just decided not to pit. I can't believe that I'm saying please pass, and he actually listens. Like, honestly, that's outrageous. Is he going to come into pit? No, he's not. Is Tava going to come into pit? No, he's not. They know. Well, the thing is, right, they say, oh, it's only a VSC, that's probably why. How am I so blind? Well, the thing is, right, is it used to say safety car, but now it just says yellow flag sector 1, 2 and 3, so you've actually got to look for the things on the side of the track, and I thought it said SC. Clearly, there was a V there and I couldn't see it, but oh well, that would have been a better one to look at. Right, Mr. Steinman is in front, he's half a second away now, 0.6, 7, nearly. No, clawing back down again. No, I didn't ask for you, Alexa. I'm not going to say it loudly because she keeps turning on. That might have been who was talking, you know. I think I figured that one out. So most people have stopped now. However, Nicholas and Tava have pulled a 20-second gap to everyone else. That is plenty of time to get a pit stop done. So, okay, technically there was pit stop down, but even on pit stops they're still 1-2. But this could actually, I think, no, this could be more. Oh God, Jesus Christ, sorry. We good? No. We have got a spinner. Yeah, right, okay, we're good now. Sorry, my nose just decided to stop functioning. So, oh, and that is Jamie out. What has happened to Mr. Jamie? 2905. It is a slap into the wall, head on. Horrible little incident there, and nothing important. That's Nicholas Steinman going through A12 Avenger. That's them tossing out at the moment. Blue flags rampant waving. Right now, A12 Avenger driving fast enough to keep up pace. Evan Dalton goes and puts in a fastest lap of a 1:19.2 of the race so far. So, great little thing for him. He is currently P14. Maybe that's not quite as good. But you know what? Shall I tell you what this does do? This gives Nicholas Simon DRS, which Tarver will not be happy about, to say the very least. However, he is still clawing down time at a rapid rate. He doesn't quite get a move in. Evan Dalton, and oh right, okay, so we get Evan Dalton, DNF, and then A12 Avenger just goes, slaps it into the wall. This is a safety car. That definitely read safety car. A safety car. Yeah, there's no V there. That's definitely just S and C. So that is, I'm going to say, Duncan is probably what that's trying to spell. An F1 AV Perrin into the pit lane, along with Mr. Adagashi. But a lot of people pit under the VSC. Could this be a good opportunity for Nicholas Steinman and Tarver to get their stops in? Yeah, it's definitely a safety car. Definitely safety car. I'm positive. If I'm wrong, no, I can see the safety car on the minimap. We have got a safety car. Oh, I've dropped my thing. I'm back. Oh, I've gotten rid of everything. There we go. Yeah, they have to pit. I mean, theoretically, there's absolutely no reason to not pit. They're on hards. They can run softs to the end. Not softs, mediums. Mediums can be run to the end comfortably. Neither of them pick up a penalty. Good. Mr. Blacks as well is running a race of his own at the moment. He'll be very, very, very glad to have some interestingness, because he's 21 seconds from the leaders and 18 seconds from P4. He's in a race of his own right now, and I've got a good feeling that he's still going to come out P3 with 18 seconds. He should still come out P3, I reckon. I know this is a long pit box, but still. Here he comes. I'm going to be wrong here. TCL is going to overtake him. Evil Chris is going to overtake him. The McLaren might even overtake him. The McLaren is going to overtake him. So's the Williams. I was so wrong there. I thought he was going to go out B3 and he's out B7. Yeah. Nicholas started with 8 seconds as well. Okay, so maybe it's a much longer pit lane than I ever remembered it being. I knew it was long, but still. So, everyone has been in to stop, which means I'm pretty confident that means, oh, right, that's not what I wanted to do. Pretty much, yep, everybody can run to the end now. They are perfectly allowed to do so. No reason for anybody to, there's no forced stops, unless of course wing damage, but that's not even forced, you know. You can choose to go out there on red wing. Why you would, I have no idea, but you can choose to do that. No one's going to get disqualified if they don't pit, basically. You know what I really fancy doing? 100% race. Haven't done one of those in ages. Who does 100% races? I don't know whether it's a niche thing or not, or whether it's quite common. But like full qualifying, full race, only the one practice session. I'm not that fussed about practice. But an hour practice session, a full quali, and a full race. Is that common? I've got no idea. I reckon that's what the finale should be. Just have like a weekend of F11. That would be class, honestly. The thing is though, is because Nicholas Steinman and Tarver would just go and have quali in practice. That'd just be a quali sim for them, and we kind of know what happened in qualifying. Oh, so you saw it. Nice. Okay, so he just passed on the inside with a bit of ERS. Just before the VSC came. That's quite lucky because he managed to nick it just before, like moments before the VSC, surely. But pretty decent for him nonetheless. It's impressive stuff. Might have been a nice bog standard move, but either way, just to get it in right before the VSC is plain luck, but nevertheless. Show tyres, yeah, no problem. I shall get the tyres up for you. So there we go. That is our tyre selection. So most people on the medium tyre. Mr. Real Pordy has decided for a fresh set of socks. Safety cars in this lap as well, but TTL and Evil 7 Chris are on hards. Quite old hards as well in comparison to everyone else's tyres. Trust Mazzozo on pretty old mediums as well. And the McLaren on hard as well, but still pretty fresh. I know that is a big risk. I think you have to be betting on a first lap incident. And someone's fallen to the back of the grid. That's Evil 7 Chris having a massive little spinada. But either way, we are underway. Nicholas Steinman has absolutely flown off the back. 8/10 away immediately, then 8/10 back again, 9/10 back, 8/10. It's a really, really open start. As you can see, some people still tossing for a bit of tyre temp. Massive wiggles down the back straight from pretty much everyone. Steinman has, for the first time pretty much this race, broken the second gap at the front. But immediately dipped under it again and now just sort of running along the line. But it is right towards the sort of the back middle of the grid where it's getting interesting. Real Cordy is pretty much on the back of this. Oh no, but yeah, towards the back of this sort of chain of people. And currently, not maximising those soft tyres. He needs to start getting moves in. He needs to start getting them now. There you go, the Alfa Romeo just switching offline just to have a little look and see what the Aston Martin would do perhaps. This is where the sort of the interesting stuff is at the moment, definitely. We'll continue watching on board. The Alfa Romeo looks the most ambitious of everyone, really getting close to the back of that Aston Martin there. Through the final turn, Nicholas Steinman sets the fastest lap of 1:18 dead. And although you say he's making the fastest time at the moment, he's actually losing time to Tava, as that looks like the Aston Martin, oh no, doesn't quite get a move done. That's Trust Matt Zozo out of the race. That's in quite a bad position. Surprisingly, no safety car or VSC. I was surprised to say the least that hasn't caused anything. At the moment, the hard tyres running this pack of mediums and soft. Surprising to say the least. Oh, I do apologise. The Aston Martin loses out on position. A big little big bit of contact there just sends him waddling home. He now moves to the back of our 12-man grid. DRS now enabled, so it's going to be really important. That is TTL. Also, he's in the wall, still driving. We've got a VSC, probably. I can't really see it being anything more than a VSC. Yeah, we got a virtual safety car. TTL also then picks up a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is really unfortunate, but this could be massive for Nicholas Steinman, because now he just needs to absolutely maximise this this sort of the release, the green flag. If he can get out of that second gap, because Tarver's catched up quite a fair bit, so clearly Mr. Nicholas Steinman is saving time and will then just absolutely bolt it when it goes green. At least that's the plan. But, you know, Nicholas has to get away with it. We do go green again. It's not ideal for Nicholas. It's not what he wanted to do. Tarver is going to be right on the back of him, but we're going to have to ignore that for now because we've got chaos at the back of the grid, as per usual. Nothing compares to the back of the grid, honestly. That's where the fun happens. Like, if I want to do a league race, I don't want to be the best in it because I don't want to win every day. You know, I want to have some fun. Right, let's drop back to that. And oh, big little wiggle for Ethan there. Adagashi right on the back of this McLaren. I can't see a move not happening. He's going to dip to the inside. The Red Bull's going to go to the outside. It's going to be just too wide. Adagashi managed to make it round. Red Bull having to go over the sausage curves big time. They're still running side by side. The McLaren then dips in front. Red Bull looks to the inside, elects not to go for it, unsurprisingly. And once again, the McLaren just trying it, loses time, and that's going to let the Ferrari through. Ferrari's going to have the inside line for this corner. Are we going to see it flying up the inside? We can't. Where is it? It's there. Oh, that's a bit nerve-wracking to see him flying around the outside there. That is a really mental place to try and get an overtake done, but he's done it. Overtake done, move made. Alfa Romeo trying. Tarver still just 8/10 behind Steinman as they now run into the DRS zone. I can't really see a move happening here, but if that timer ticks down suitably under sort of 0.2 of a second, I will immediately clock on. Nope, no move made. But moves can definitely be made here. No, I don't want to watch that. I want to watch this. Alfa Romeo saw up the inside. I wasn't expecting really anything else to happen there. That was a pretty guaranteed move. McLaren getting very much offline there, just having a little look. And TTL has left the session. He is out, of course, so that isn't so much of a problem. We are on lap 32. We're on lap 22 of 32. So a decent way through. To the inside, better tyres, more grip, job done, precisely. Hotel Trivago. And for the first straight so far, Nicholas Steinman has broken free of the second gap to Tarver, who's losing enormous amounts of time through that first sector. Now 1.4 seconds. What on earth's happened here? And more importantly, what's happening here between Ethan and Khan? This is a lot more exciting, to say the least. It's going to be a difficult one to say so. They're going to have to try and do, especially Adagashi, is going to have to try and make another 10 laps on the medium tyres. Another 10 laps for Georgius and Ethan as well would also going to be difficult. Carl's going to have to make another 9 laps, another 10 laps, sorry, on these hards. They're going to be at 19 laps old at the end. They're not going to be fast. Eagle 7 Chris is going to be on lap 22 laps on his hard. In theory, Adagashi's going to struggle the most, obviously. If they can manage their tyres, they might have a shout. But they're going to be slow. And it's going to be defence, defence, defence to win it. Well, not to win, but to get the best possible position. If they can manage it, jobs are good. Bob Tron calls Sally Gerard. Right? But it's going to be difficult. That's all I'm saying. And, oh, that is a McLaren off. It's not McLaren's day, is it? Okay, they're doing better than half the grid. Except for that, well, they're not actually doing better than half the grid. They're doing better than just under half the grid. But even so, they are both at the back. So that is, yeah, that's really not their day, is it? Khan just trying to keep up with Ethan right now. Same aged tyres, but obviously Ethan is on mediums and Khan here is on hards. So at the moment, I think Ethan's tyres should still be faster. However, it's a matter of how long are they going to be faster for. Because, you know, the wear on the mediums is just that much faster. Yeah, of course the hards are going to be better right at the end. But right now, what Ethan needs to do is he now needs to pull a gap so that he's going to be better towards the end. But, well, let's just say quite the opposite is happening. And in fact, Khan might even be able to... Oh! Big chunk of contact there, I'm pretty sure. That has just knocked Ethan round. He's now just struggling a little bit to get the rubber down. To accelerate again. Off he goes. And now all of a sudden, this is a really quiet race. But we'll watch on board with the front two runners because they are actually the closest. Oh no, they're not. Georgius is like a second away from Adagashi. But we'll wait a minute. Duncan switching to softs. P4 and 5. Let's have a little look, shall we? No and no. No, they've both got very little ERS. Well, they have got some. They're always going to have some because every time they hit the braking zone, they're going to get some more. But no, neither of them really have any to play around with. You know, Nicholas Steinman's got like 30%. Tava's got about 25. No one's got over 50 without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, everyone's got very little ERS. Oh, this McLaren's doing pretty well. I'm going up on my tippy toes. It's not going to make a difference. That McLaren. Oh, so the two McLarens are doing okay. But that's about it. I mean, they have to, don't they? I mean, that's the only reason to go on softs now. Yeah, in theory, you can make it to the end on softs. Actually, no. No, at this point of the lap, this point of time, the softs will last. Yeah, at the moment, Nicholas Steinman is comfortably leading this race. In fact, so much so, I'm actually going to have a little sit down. I don't need to be standing up and be excited at the moment. You know, it's nice and calm. It's calm on track. So we're just gonna be a little more calm, a little more relaxed. You know. Let's whip open Discord and see if people are being annoyed at me. That's quite common. So, well, last week I didn't do the name right, and I got a telling off. Was that sorry? I can see my view count is drastically dropping. Please stay. We're just going to be a little more calm. Niels. No, Niels. I still don't know how to say that. Ethan has had to come into the pit lane. Why is that? He's gone on to fresh softs to go to the end. Well, he didn't really have anything to lose, so I don't blame him. Let's see what the commentator chat is saying. Yeah, you know what? It's quite quiet. Just like this race, to be honest. Although, I say that, Mr. Tarver has been catching up. He's now 1.3 seconds, which is enough to get my voice to a normal level. Because that's actually, 1.3 seconds. He's definitely putting his foot down. Because it's 1.1 now. I don't know whether you're in a party with him or something, but clearly some motivation is running through him. Because he's managed to pull 8 tenths so far, sort of 7-8 tenths. Oh, it's dropping again a little bit. I think he has better sectors than Steinman. I think he has a better sector 1, and then Steinman sort of has a bit of a better sector 2. And we're about to find out what the sector 3 is like. Unfortunately, you can't do like these comparisons. Let's have a little look and see what race director can tell us. Is that it? Oh, quite a lot of wings, actually. Wow, that's a lot of wings. And lots of, obviously, identical pit stops. These are identical cars, so they've got identical pit stops. Do you think they can go to the end? How long have we got? We've got one. Oh, we've got yellow flag in sector 3. That's more important. That's F1AV off track. Now back on it. So nothing will come of that. It might be a VSC if he had some debris. They should make it now. Oh, and he's retired. He's retired down at the back there. Is that going to be anything? My nose is so blocked. I'm really trying not to sound like a... But oh no, he's locked up, I'm guessing. Or he just chose to do that, one or the other. You can never count it out. I mean, in real life you can, because they don't just go crashing because it really hurts. But in the sim world it doesn't, so you can't count it out. Can they make it to the end? I can't see why not. No, we're on that 29 of 32. Got 11. We've got 10 people left. It's quite quiet out on track now. There's not many people out on track. Shocker. After 18 start, it's not ideal. But no, we're on that 30 of 32. He's going to have 17 laps on the board. He's going to be 20 laps at the end. He's alone, but he's not like alone. Khan might be able to pull through here, but he's going to have to really hurry up. But I mean, yeah, they'll go to the end. It'll just be a slow end, but there's just not a lot to do at the end. You know, there's not a lot going on, so I don't think it's going to be all that much of a problem. I mean, if Tarver wants to get back in DRS, that'd be absolutely wonderful. For the last last one DRS straight. Yeah, of course the soft runners are going to go quicker. However, 10 and 30 seconds back, like, they're not going to do anything. You know, on an interval basis, last place is a lap and 47 seconds behind. You know, he's a way back, right? So I can't really see him doing anything. Ethan's a minute back from Nicholas. Tarver, not in DRS for the last full DRS zone. Yeah. I know we have a different point system, but I can never remember it. I know it's like 12 for the win now. Oh no. What you put? Oh no, 16 for the winner. 16 for the winner, 12 for second, 10th for last. Oh no, that means actually Nicholas Steinman will go to the top of the championship after this. He's got 8 points. Becoming what position? I don't know what position that means. I don't know. No, why can't I? Right, where do you find? I'm looking through this. We're right at the very end of this race now. Tarver is completely out of it. We'll watch Adagashi because this is close. Half a second on the last lap. We could see a decent fight. This is a podium fight. Oh, podium fight. Let's stand up. Podium fight, and they're very close to each other. Blacks is struggling. Adagashi is right on the back of him, 0.3 of a second in the final lap of this race. Let's see what happens. Is it going to be a double Red Bull family podium, or is the Alfa Romeo going to ruin its day and have 3 different engine manufacturers on the top step with Mercedes Red Bull powertrains, or is it Ferrari? We're going to have to find out. It's still 0.3 of a second. We've got half of this. Well, we've got 2 corners of this lap to go. Oh, he tried the dive, but it's just not going to be enough. And that is that done. So we will go to the winner, Nicholas Steinman. He was on the back of Tarver for so long, and then he had the move, and he's been in front ever since. It's a really well-rounded race for him. Tarver kept it within 2 seconds for the entire time right until the very end, where he really started to drop time. He knew that was it. That was game over for him, unfortunately for him. But he comes P2 nonetheless. Blacks snatches P3 after Mr. Adagashi was very, very, very hot on his gearbox right at the very end there. Georgius going P5 for Red Bull. So that is a good day out for Red Bull in the constructors. And Khan in P6. Mr. Evil Chris came P7. And Real Porty came P8. We'll just watch. Ethan, he comes across the line, P9. And I can't actually remember who it was. It was the other McLaren that I can't pronounce his name, who came P10. Black's got a driver of the day. So clearly he made up the most positions, while still finishing the race, of course. And here we are, the Mr. Mercedes driver on the top step. Funky dance moves from him. And a nice big grin on his face. It is a win for Mercedes. A win for Nicholas Steinman. Oh, he's German. Whoops. Yeah, 20 laps on those medium tyres for P3. 19 for P1 and 2. So it was quite a slow race at the end. Definitely problems with wear and tear for, I think, most of the drivers, in all honesty. But not for him, surely. He pulled away quite a lot at the very end there. 5 seconds the gap was right at the very end. And the Mercedes driver wins it from P2 on the grid. Mr. Tarver in P2, Blacks P3, Adagashi P4, so 2 American drivers doing very well there. Georgius in P5 and Khan P6. Even Chris P7, Real 40 P8, and Ethan Lesticia P9. Dukan Hako in P10 and FAV Perrin in P11. This is the start of the DNFs, by the way. TCL in P12, Trust Matzozo P13, Evan Dalton in P14, A12 Avenger in P15, Jamie P16, NRL Abdud in P17, and Sander Jane, who didn't do a lap, in P18 for Mercedes. So yeah, 2 Greek drivers doing well, doing bits. The Greeks are coming on strong. They're coming on very strong, actually. So let's get a. No, I never said your name, Alexa. Sorry, I have to whisper it because otherwise she'll listen. What we need to do is we need to get our top 3 up on some interviews. As per usual, let's get a little party started. Parties, start a new one, closed, create new group, playing together Nicholas, Tara and Blacks. There we go, nice and easy. Alrighty. Alright, mate. Alrighty, well, this is ideal because I usually do P3 to P1 and I've gotten P3 first, which never happens. So we can start straight away. P3, how do you feel?
Feel very happy. Very, very happy. I wasn't expecting that, but people were just, wrecking all over the place, and that made it very easy for me to get those spots. And yeah, the top 2 were just way too quick. But yet again, this is one of my best tracks, so I'm just happy I kept it consistent here and finished the race.
Yeah. So qualifying wasn't quite your day, was it? Starting 15th on the grid.
Yeah, I struggled with qualifying this year because the race pace has been there, and I feel the racecraft has been there, but just not the luck or the qualifying. And obviously being stuck behind these guys just really affects my race. Because I actually felt in Japan I had something for the top 2, but I just got stuck and then got wrecked by the Ferrari, and then yeah, no points. But I'm glad we showed up today and got the podium. Very happy.
Yeah. So tell me, obviously we've cut our way through the field here, just a bit. Was that primarily on overtakes, or were you kind of just waiting for people to sort of fail and just nicking their spots?
Well, I kind of, if I saw an opportunity and I thought it was wise to do it, I did it. But it was just so treacherous out there. Even for the top 2, I saw them going just hard, but they had confidence unlike everybody else. And I think everyone else besides them were just struggling all over the place. And yeah, so yeah, it was just pretty much just not making mistakes. And I even won this race. And yeah, just happy I didn't spin out again and lose the podium. So yeah, I'm happy and ready to go on in Brazil.
Yeah. And right at the very end of your race, it started getting a little bit intense for you, didn't it? Were you nervous about losing place, or were you quite confident in keeping P3 from the Alfa Romeo?
It was just kind of about maintaining the gap as best I could, and then coming to the final lap, I didn't really care if he got to me, because I knew if he was like 8 or 9 tenths behind, he wasn't going to pass me, and yeah, he didn't. And then I just basically had to not mess up because I was on 2 warnings, which is why I had to take it so easily. But yeah, we struggled a bit on the pace today, but I'm happy we finally got a race to come together, and I'm super excited for Brazil.
I need to say it's a very, very solid result for you. You can see yourself very, very happy. Should we get your 3-word race roundup? So 3 words for yours and sort of the race in general.
Intense for sure. Second would be kind of just for me, just
Mm.
kind of staying calm, and I got forced out a couple of times, and I got a little frustrated, and I even got frustrated in qualifying because the Ferrari decided to kind of just park it right in front of me, and I pulled up beside him because I was, it was just another week where he cost me. But yeah, and third would probably be dominance because, like I said, the top two are just they were out of there. They left everybody in the dust. And yeah, congrats to Nicholas and GFO to that, and hopefully we can be a little closer to them in Brazil.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Liam, and we'll be seeing you next week.
Thank you. Congrats. Or I hope you enjoyed the show.
Alrighty, let's move on to our P2. Mr. Tava, how are you feeling?
Hello guys, what a race from Niklas. He had the absolute insane pace. I couldn't get into the DRS after the safety car, before the safety car, and wait.
So,
I think yes.
oh no, go ahead, carry on.
I had a good pace with hards, and when the safety car came out, I didn't think that we will go with the mediums until the end. So I took a risk, I'm going to say, to box for mediums, and that risk went well. So yes, but Niklas had a very good pace, so GG to him. He is now, I think, the leader of the championship. I think, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he has moved to the top.
Yep. So yes, that's all.
So, looking to next race, looking into Brazil, is it a track that you're a fan of?
Nah, I don't like this track.
Oh no.
Imola, Brazil, and Silverstone are one of my worst tracks.
Okay, well, we've got Saudi Arabia and
Okay.
the Texas race as well
I
coming
love
up.
Texas.
Oh, okay, so we might still have a decent championship fight. Are you still confident that you can still go ahead and fight for this championship?
I don't know. Niklas has the momentum with him now. He has won, I think, 2 or 3 races in a row. If I
yeah, so this would be the third on the trot.
Yeah, he's very good. He's very good. I don't know if I can beat him, but I will do my best.
Okay. Well, that's the only thing you can ask for. Shall we get your 3 race word roundup?
What?
Your 3 word race roundup. There you go. Do it the right way around. So it's just 3 words to summarise your race and the race in general.
I don't know. I don't have many words to describe my race. It was a good race. I don't have nothing to say.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Just a simple, clean race. There you go.
Yes.
There you go. That's one of the nice ones. Just a nice, calm, relaxing race. Righty. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations on your podium. And we'll be seeing you next week. Alrighty. Now let's move on to our winner. It's 3 on the trot. Were you expecting to keep this win rate up?
No, I was expecting to be in the podium again, but it's a nice bonus to win the race. First of all, very good race from Tava. GG to him. I mean, we were never more than 2 seconds apart from each other over the whole 32 laps. So it was just a tight race, same strategy, same pace. So yeah, it was just a great race.
So we'll talk about qualifying for you. What happened? You disappeared.
Yes, first lap I invalidated, so I had to pit again. Second lap was okay, but then I disconnected from the lobby and my AI drove into the pits just after the last corner, so this lap wasn't on the timing table as well, and then I only had two more chances. The first one was okay, it brought me to P7 I think, and yeah, the last one was pretty good, I'd say, P2 just behind Tava, and yeah, that opened the door for the tight race.
Yeah, and obviously you were very very close. You were behind for sort of the first third, and then you made the move right before the VSC. That was a stroke of luck on your behalf, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was very lucky. I didn't want to overtake him there, but he had quite a bad exit out of the last corner, so I thought, yeah, okay, why not? So I overtook him, and right after I was in front of him, the safety car came out, or the VSC came out. So yeah, very lucky in this situation.
And because you didn't really have all that much fighting to do. We'll talk about the tyres for a moment. That was something that was being mentioned with me quite a lot. So your tyres were about what I'm going to say 19 laps old at the very end. Those mediums. Was it particularly difficult to drive it, or was it still sticking?
For me personally, it was not difficult because the tires, I think they had in the end like 50%.
Oh,
So
okay.
it wasn't that bad. And I knew I had a league race yesterday, same distance in the race, so I knew you could drive these mediums from lap 11 on to the end, but because of a safety car, it was a bit easier to do that.
Okay. And we'll just look forward as well to the last. We've got four more races. Brazil, Saudi Arabia, Texas, and Silverstone. Are they particularly tracks that you enjoy?
Um, I normally enjoy every track on this game, but I think next race is Brazil. I'm looking forward to Brazil, but I didn't drive it in this game so far.
Okay.
So I don't know what the strategy will be, but I'll have a look.
Alrighty. And shall we get your three-word race roundup?
Consistency is key.
Consistency is indeed key. That's a great little roundup. And I think we should end it there. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
I can't make any. Oh, I can't. Bit of commentator's curse here for you. I would not. I would be surprised if you weren't here again. For the end of the season, you're absolutely dominating at the moment. Um, and yeah, congratulations for the win.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, thank you all very much for watching. I think the Castro 6, I think this has been a pretty good race actually. Been a very decent result for a lot of drivers. Championship has moved around a little bit. Obviously, watch for any disputes that are sorted because this finishing order might change. And yeah, it has been a fun race, fun racky. Yeah, that's what it's been. A fun racky. There we go. I'll do my quick little three words. I would say chaos, calm, and fun. We'll go chaos, calm, and fun. Good night to you all. Hope you enjoy.